Hi folks, and welcome back to Fishing with Den. Well, I'm going to need a new box, a new seat box, and obviously I've got this all singing all dancing one which I built a couple of years ago, 2.5 years ago I think now, and I've also got that ultra lightweight one down there which I built probably about 4 years ago, and they both work exceptionally well still. There's no problem with them, but the problem I have is that just lately for this one sometimes I can't just park the car behind where I'm sitting, put this out there and fish. Now obviously a lot of the times I can, so this is still working great. So in the past I'd have been taking this ultra lightweight box here, which doesn't have a foot plate on it, and I'd probably walk, well, I don't know, anything up to half a mile with a rod and a landing net, and basically go over fields and streams and whatever to get to it. But I'm finding now that I'm carrying more and more camera equipment, and it's getting more and more bulky, and it's really just causing me a problem with getting to places and getting all the tackle I need there, even if I strip it down. And not only that, sometimes I have to sit on either mud or sandbanks on tidal rivers where the tide's coming in and going out, so I need to be able to raise the whole box up to say that high off the ground. That one, of course, all I do is I just adjust these legs down here to suit the job. Now with that one, because banks normally slope like that, I normally just pull the back legs up and it's fine, and that's great if I'm just sitting on a nice little bank and just sort of minding my own business. But as you can see already, I'm at a position now where I need something which is smaller than this box but still has a foot plate, because that one of course doesn't have a foot plate. I can sit on it in water when the water's coming up and down, but I also need it to be light enough to be able to carry it. Now that one, I don't know what it weighs, but it doesn't weigh very much at all. This one, for an all singing all dancing seat box, weighed just under 13 kilograms when I made it, which is fairly heavy, but still a lot lighter than any of the other seat boxes I'm seeing out there, with the exception possibly of the Preston Inception box. All the others are weighing sort of 18, 19, 20 kilos, maybe even more. So really, I want a version of this which is smaller and lighter, and which I can actually just attach wheels to, because at the moment I've got a separate platform for when I'm sitting on those big reservoirs, and I just plonk this on the top, and that platform has its own wheels. So that's great for what that needs. But what I want to do with this one is to do away with having to put this on top of a platform, and I'm just going to put little wheels on the back here somehow and a handle and be able to pull the thing along. So that's the plan anyway. The new box, I want to get as far under 10 kilograms as I possibly can, so that's about 20 pounds. Even that's quite heavy, so I'm looking at the possibility, and don't hold me to this, the possibility of getting this down to sort of 8 kilos or less. Whether I do it or not, I don't know. I'm also going to try and save weight by using slightly lighter weight materials in certain places, and also this foot plate, which is a lift up variety like that. I'm thinking of making that just a pull out variety, because what I've been doing lately is just using the 2 front legs and the 2 back legs. Obviously I'm on a slope, so I actually first of all forgot to do these 2 middle legs and put them right down into the ground. But I've actually found now that I'm not using them anyway. The box is sturdy enough to take just on the 4 legs, and that's much easier than trying to set up 6 legs on uneven banks. It's fine if you're on a platform on a commercial or something, but I don't generally get one of those. I end up sitting on all sorts of uneven banks, and they could be at this angle. So I'm thinking, well, if I can do away with those 2 legs, even better. That's going to save some more weight. And the top box for the new one is going to be smaller. This one has pull-out drawers, as you'll very well know. It's got 4 drawers at the back with all the stuff in it. But most of it I don't need half the time, because if I'm going on one of these sort of adventurous walks, as I might want to call it, I can strip it down to the tackle I need on that day, and I don't always need a waggler rod and a feeder rod and a pole and all the rest of it. I just need probably just one rod. So I'm probably going to wind up with something like I've got for this top box here. This is just sort of 50 millimeters high, and as you can see, it's full of all sorts of things. I'm probably going to make one which is, I don't know, 70, 80 millimeters high, and I'm not going to have these trays in it either. Again, saving weight. There may be some little internal lightweight trays. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet, but the idea is to get the weight down, and that's where it's all coming from. So, what else have we got? Okay, I've actually got a little note down in front of me, and I think I've pretty much... Oh no, there's an extra bit. This one has a full storage compartment in it, and I just throw sort of tackle boxes and bits and bobs in it like this. But of course, that's taking up space as well. So what I'm thinking is I could possibly have something like this, but which just clips on underneath and clips off. So if I need to sit in water, I can take it off, put it up the bank, but I've still got a good amount of storage, all in this one box, all on the wheels, and just with a handle to pull the whole thing along. So, trying to get the best of both worlds if I can. Lightness being the main thing. Also, these are the small side trays I use when I go fishing with this box here, this little box. They're pretty lightweight. So again, I'm thinking of making something this sort of size and actually making them so, I don't know if this will fit, but so that they clip on down here, sort of thing. Got a few ideas about that. Not absolutely sure if this is all going to work as well as I'm hoping it will, but I'm going to build it over the next 2 to 4 weeks. I must admit, I'm looking forward to the challenge. And one of the main reasons I'm doing this, other than the ones stated, is that it just keeps raining here, and the rivers are always in flood, and those flood into the ponds, and so I've got hardly anywhere to fish at the moment, so I'm struggling. So I might as well build something, and if you get some benefit out of it, that's great. Anyway, that's it for another one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, click the like button. If you want to subscribe, feel free, and until the next time, bye for now.